Oh, there it is. Why is the notification just coming up, bro? Hey, how you guys doing? I'm looking. Internet's gotten better. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the Latin scene stuff. What's up, guys? How you guys been? All right, let's get. Nah. John Cena, nah. We're just men, bro. Come on. No, we're not there, bro. Come on. All right. Just want to say, what is up, guys? Wrestling Premiere is here. All right. If you were like, why am I streaming early? I gotta work, bro. I gotta make a video. And the internet's good right now, you know? It ain't Section 80 internet anymore. It might, if there's a moment, I'm looking at the stats here of the internet. If there's a moment, it's gonna be just 5 seconds. If it does, which I don't think it will. But how you guys been? I chose early stream because, like I said, I'm busy. We got a good-ass video coming. I'm telling you guys this. I'm hyping up. I don't care. It's not going to be as overhyped as WrestleMania 27 was, but it's going to be a good one. New content comes dropping tomorrow. In 2025, bro. In 2025. Nice shirt. Bro, I had this shirt for 2 years. I only wore it once, I think. Vice City? Yeah, that's the point, bro. I remember buying the shirt. I'm like, damn, I'm like Tommy Vercetti, bro. Tommy Vercetti regen. PJ Duck. That's just a collection video. It's just for the algorithm. Because YouTube always gets they always get their panties in a bunch when you don't upload. I'm busy the whole week, bro. I'm busy. I'm occupied. But YouTube won't promote your videos. So it's like, I have to upload something. And when that happens, it irritates me a lot. Because it's like, you have to throw something on there. It is what it is, though. We're not going to be complaining here like we're Drew McIntyre on Twitter. Please try to go live every 2 weeks. I would do it every week. It's just there's a lot of topics to talk about. You know? Wasn't being sarcastic about the shirt. Bro, I know this is a good-ass shirt, bro. I know it's a good shirt. But as I was saying, what was I talking about? I was talking about the... whatever. We could go live every week. It's just some topics I just don't care to talk about because, you know, when you talk about, when you're on the live, you got to talk about certain things. I see some things on Twitter, I'm like, bro, who cares? How you guys been? You guys ready for WrestleMania? I'm not really that interested in WrestleMania, to be honest. I am interested in uploading the videos, though. Other than that, nah. I'm not gonna lie, I personally don't really care much about this WrestleMania. Like, all honesty, you know? There's enough wrestling content in 2025 to be able to go to live twice a week. Too much to cover. It's tough, bro. A Rockin' Hollywood video so far. I love the format change up. Yeah, I like that video. It's just like, you gotta know, it was a weird one to make, to be honest. Like, the format was kind of hard to figure out. It was a bit hard, I'm not gonna lie. When you think about Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, that's as good as it's going to get for them now. Thoughts on Triple H talking about the IWC is kind of right. He is right, but he's wrong. I'm going to say it's more wrong because Triple H likes glazing himself a lot, acting like he had the perfect build. Like, that wasn't a good WrestleMania, then. We're not going to lie and act like it's some good WrestleMania, but it's not. It's just not. Raw yesterday, I didn't even bother. I watched the end of it. And this is like the final episode before WrestleMania. I didn't care much. Because, I'm going to tell you why. WWE, ever since they went to Netflix, they're already glazing themselves earlier, right? Like, duh, we're the place to be, blah, blah, blah. But the effort has gotten lazy, bro. They've gotten so damn lazy creatively, and they think this momentum's going to keep on riding. Like, they think WWE's going to be this popular 2 years from now if they continue going like this. It might not. But I didn't really care about Raw yesterday because it's like whatever. I go on Twitter, right? And you know, Twitter sometimes over-exaggerate, but I go on Twitter. I'm seeing them. They're like, this is the go-home show. This is the final episode. Yet nothing's going down. And I'm like, why should I watch then? So I play 2K. I'm trying to learn how to play 2K more. And then I tuned in for the last parts of the episode. You know, Penta, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker looked cool. The last segment, I didn't care. And I can't lie and say I'm going to watch. You know, like, I don't really care. I'm going to watch SmackDown this week only for John Cena. That's it. If John Cena wasn't going to show up, I'm not watching. They're really getting complacent. It's not a good idea. Drop off for the build to 40-41 was crazy. Rock was dropping 20-minute promos and showing up every few weeks from press conference onwards. World Heavyweight Championship could have carried, but Jay character work not there. Now it's decent enough. It's just sheesh. They're not trying, bro. This is WrestleMania. This is the biggest show. Will it be a good show? I hope so. You know? Other than that, the build, not so much. It's such a downgrade compared to last year. Facts, bro. Like, this is the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. And now everyone's like, maybe WrestleMania SmackDown's worse, not gonna lie. It is, bro. What's up, Koshan? Welcome back to the stream. El Grande Americano is the best thing in WWE right now. It's kind of funny. Bro, WrestleMania is here, but it doesn't feel much of a WrestleMania. It is WrestleMania. Like, once the show goes on, you're going to feel the energy of it. But leading up to it, it doesn't feel so much like it. From the Rock video, what you did was great, but I just want to say with all of his accomplishments, he's about to become a billionaire celebrity. Yeah. They're half-assing the build because they're on fire. Triple Aura Farmer spamming Fiend to cover for effects. He's using Timeless from Playboy Cardi in the weekend. They're Aura farming, bro. I swear to God, they're Aura farming. They're doing too much. You making the WrestleMania predictions? Yeah, I'm going to upload a video on it, I think, tomorrow. I've been working on this video for a week now. It's going to be a good one. You know, I'm not going to try to overhype it, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it. It was like a Saudi PLE. I think the problem with the build, I'm going to tell you why. They gave you false hope in the beginning with The Rock and Cody Rhodes. Then John Cena turned heel and he didn't show up a lot, so it's like, that kind of tarnishes it. Other than that, the Women's Championship match build, whatever. The CM Punk, Seth, Roman things like whatever as well. So that's why. Drew deserves so much more after he worked his ass off last year. I think he'll win the belt this year. It might seem a bit tough to see, but I think he could. Saudi PLE, a good comparison. Lots of big money stuff on paper, but not a lot of depth to the actual stories of the match. Yep. Maybe a third Cardi song will remind that WWE is on fire right now. Hey, if they're going to put a third Cardi song, they should use this. They should put this on. That'll show for WrestleMania. Let's go. Go. Nah. I'm just not excited heading to WrestleMania at all. It feels thrown together. At the end of the day, it's WrestleMania. When it happens, we're going to be sitting there. We're going to be watching the show. It's going to be a good atmosphere, of course. But the build to is like whatever. Thoughts on WWE teasing Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa instead of Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis? I think Nick Aldis, they just want to save him until later on. Although this is a good time to do it, if we're being honest. He has credentials. Former NWA champion, TNA champion. This could have been a moment, but I think they're saving him for a little bit later. How do you feel about the amount of multi-man matches at WrestleMania this year? It's tough, bro. Because the thing is, a lot of people on the internet complain about people being on the show. So everyone's got to be on, apparently, even though this is WrestleMania. They could do a battle royal instead. It's always a way to get people on the show. I always prefer singles matches at WrestleMania with some multi-man matches, but it is what it is. WrestleMania, they even making entrances longer now. Yeah, because they're aura farming. In case you've been living under a rock, Fiend, WWE is on fire. Have my DJ mentioned? Yep. Thoughts on Rhea Ripley? I know she gets a lot of hate. I think she gets a lot of hate recently because they just put her in the match without having a real story behind it, other than the fact that she lost the belt. Nah, she's good. She's good. It's just like, what's it called? You don't see the very best of these wrestlers, I'd say. Like we saw a good match between was it Rio Ino Sky like 2 weeks ago? Well, that was a good ass match. It's just we don't see those performances all the time from Rhea Ripley. That's why. But people are gonna hate anyways. That's all I'm gonna say. Thoughts on Charlotte Flair return? I'm good off her, bro. Hi Premier, how are you? I'm good, Dax. Welcome. And what was the point for the women's IC title not having match at WrestleMania? Such laziness booking. Oh yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing I wanted to mention. How do we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship, a title they promoted, and now it's not even on the WrestleMania card for its first year? See, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they're their own enemies. All they gotta do is make things simple. But everything has to be complex. Everything has to be about how WWE's on fire. All that. Like, CM Punk versus Roman makes sense. Punk versus Seth makes sense. Roman versus Seth makes sense. But they're doing this Make-A-Wish thing to give him the night one main event. It's complicated, you know? It might be a good match, but everything is complicated. But that's what happens when you got a lot of egos in the back. You got to make a lot of people happy, you know? Like, I'm not going to try to shill for Triple H, but you got to understand, he's got Roman, he's got Seth, he's got Cody, he's got Punk, he's got all of these guys. He has to put them in big spots. Wrestling, where you think Charlotte finna politic her way to make women's championship? Again, I don't trust her. I think she's got a chance, bro. I actually think she's got a chance. The reason why I say she's got a chance is like, Tiffany hasn't learned yet. They'll use that as a way to get the title off her and then promote a later match, which probably won't even happen this year. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Charlotte Flair. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Does this WrestleMania feel like 22? Does anyone care about WrestleMania this year? They don't care much on the internet. I don't know about people outside, but on the internet, they don't really care much. Neither women's mid-card titles are being defended at WrestleMania. Facts. Yeah, that's why I was like confused when they got the mid-card titles, because they don't even book the women's championships well. What makes you think they'll book the mid-card titles well? Love the videos, man. I listen to them in the background when I work out and play 2K. Who do you want to win at Mania, Cody or Cena? I'm not gonna lie, I want John Cena to win. Not because, listen, if Cody wins, this heel turn is probably it's the beginning of the end of the heel turn. If Cody wins, they just might have him shake Cena's hand after the match and be like, I just wanted to test you or whatever. I just don't. I do think there's a way for John Cena to turn heel and lose at WrestleMania, but I don't think it'll bode well for the heel run itself, you know? At the end of the day, it's John Cena. He could lose any match, but this is a heel turn. It's a new heel turn. It's a fresh heel turn. I think he's got to win. It kind of sucks the Street Profits aren't going to defend the titles at WrestleMania, but we're getting the New Day facing the Royal Raiders. Yeah, I think the Street Profits, I think their match has more of a... It fits WrestleMania more than the Raw Tag Team titles, but it is what it is. Thing is, bro, the New Day's established. The New Day's established. They're one of the best tag teams of all time. So in their eyes, it's like we have to choose them over the others. More hype for Stand and Deliver. Not gonna lie, Tiff might be getting the Rhea 36 treatment. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Sol Sikoa Loki fell off after 2024. He fell off in 2024. I'm not gonna lie. This is purely honest. Even though I don't like Solo Sikoa that much, I kind of felt bad he was being kept off the WrestleMania card. Because, like, this guy was in the biggest story of the year. They just kicked him off. He has nothing. Jacob Fatu's way better than him. I low-key felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. He's on the card now by the looks of it. Mid-card titles are purely for merchandising. Bro, don't even get me started on the titles, bro. They be holding the titles just to promote them and sell them for $500 US on WWEshop.com. Oh my god. They made every belt now, bro. I think I saw a Wrestling Premier belt on WWE Shop yesterday, bro. They got everyone on there. They got the freaking Lions, Lakers. They got Barcelona. They got everyone on that WWE Shop. Been binging your vids recently. Nice. We're working hard on them, you know. We're trying to figure out the videos and maximize their full potential. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu could also be a match of the year. I don't know about match of the year, bro, but it's gonna be good. Jacob outshines Soul like crazy. Yeah, it's brutal for him. Yeah. Like, when you think about it from a personal standpoint, like, wrestling standpoint, I don't really care about him being on the WrestleMania card. But from a personal standpoint, this guy main evented SummerSlam last year. Bro, you got a Tommy Vercetti shirt from Vice City. Yeah. The Spurs WWE title is insane. Facts. That's the only title they're going to have for the next 15 years. Sorry, Spurs fans, bro. Anyone watch the Champions League today? My team, unfortunately, got eliminated. Still watching the PG era vid right now. Shout out to you. All they need now is a custom ICW belt on Fanatics, and they'll be the most tapped in company on social media. Yup. Bro, I don't know how they haven't done this yet, but if they can make a belt with your picture, your logo on it, they'll make a lot of money, bro. I think they're gonna do this eventually. I wouldn't put my face on it. I don't like wearing shirts with faces on a lot. If you put on a logo, bro, it'd be cool. I wouldn't buy it because it's expensive, but I'm just saying. Dortmund or Villa? I watch Dortmund, bro. My team's Dortmund. Who's the best in-ring wrestler in your opinion? Right now? I don't know. Will Ospreay, bro. Will Ospreay is one of my favorites in AEW. Do you think that we will get Cody versus Rock at next year's WrestleMania? No. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk, if I had to guess. You know, just a prediction. It's far out. WrestleMania 41 hasn't even happened yet. My guess is that it's going to be Cody versus Punk. I feel like if Cena loses, this whole farewell run is pointless. Facts. Listen, it's not the fact that... I'm going to just explain it like this. If John Cena loses, it's the beginning of the end of the heel run. Because if he loses, it basically establishes the story that Cena couldn't sell his soul. It basically establishes the story that even though Cena sold his soul, it wasn't enough. And by that logic, you're assuming he's going to win the 17th title as a face. You get what I mean? Also, what are they doing with Carmelo? Bro. I don't know what they're doing with Carmelo Hayes, bro. Who's the most overrated wrestler of the Ruthless Aggression era in your opinion? Overrated. Let me see. Overrated, damn. It ain't Cena or Batista. I'm gonna say that right now, bro. It ain't those two. I was gonna say Orton, but it doesn't make sense. Edge doesn't make sense. Damn, that's tough. That's actually tough, bro. I gotta think about that in depth and come back with an answer. Both mid-card titles have not been interesting for a while. Yep. They fumbled Andrade so bad. What are they doing? It is what it is. Now Rusev, apparently, rumor has it, Miro is coming back. We'll see how it goes with him. The Rock should name his faction the Illuminati, and yes, Cena should also win the title. Yeah. The thing is, my problem with the build with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, it's not the fact that John Cena doesn't wear different clothes and all that. It's the fact that, what's it called? It's the fact that Rock didn't show up. Like, even if he shows up on SmackDown this week, they didn't really establish much of his position in this story. There wasn't much of it. You know what I mean? You got Edge. I was actually thinking of Edge, to be honest, but who else? Because when I think about that era, I think of like John Cena, Batista, Orton, and Edge. Would it be fair to say that Karrion Kross reminds me of Sean O'Hare's Devil's Advocate gimmick? Nah, that's an easy one. Kelly's a good call. I mean, was he overrated? If you're talking about overpushed, yeah, like, easily. But if we're being honest, the most overpushed just might be JBL. Because you guys saw the push early on. He looked so out of depth. But then he got comfortable, so it's like, can we call him almost overpushed? Who should beat Cena after he wins the championship? I think if WWE was doing it, I think Cody wins it back. But personally, I prefer if it was CM Punk, so they could run it back. I don't care, bro. I don't care if it's a 2011 story, they rehash it, bring it back. This is their chance to do a different side of the story with Punk as the face and Cena as the heel. They gotta do it, you know? I will say the John Cena Cody Rhodes storyline is missing something. I would say appearances, but that's not enough. Because John Cena comes out, you people. Nah. JBL is one of the worst commentators I've ever heard, specifically second stint from 2012 to 17. I'm going to say this. His first run was incredible, bro. I'm always glazing that version of JBL, the 2006-07 one. Like, this guy's a fucking comedy guy. Every match he'd be coming out with some crazy ass jokes, making me laugh. Bro, he used to always call Teddy Long a peanut head. He used to make fun of Matt Hardy, everything. I wish Shawn Michaels won singles title after 2002. Loki had so many chances to give him a championship. Facts. He just didn't want it, though. That's the thing. Because HBK was cool with being around. You know? He was always a top guy, but... And the best part about that is everyone always thought there was a chance he would win the belt. So when he challenged for it, he was actually a legitimate competitor, even though he won the belt only once in the second run. Cena Cody is just them telling each other they suck. The promos are good, but that's all it is. We'll see how it goes on SmackDown. I feel like John Cena's got to be cold. You know, they got to make him almost murder Cody Rhodes on SmackDown. On some NWA classic assaults. You guys know those NWA assaults they used to do back in the 80s? Who's the most overpushed wrestler in the Ruthless Aggression? JBL, I'm not gonna lie. But he got comfortable on the Raw. I'm talking about initially. Do you think Paul Heyman's turned on Punk and Roman and signed with Seth Rollins? It seems like an open one, to be honest. Like, that one seems like a clear... Also, I just gotta add this. Roman Reigns has no business winning the match at WrestleMania. I just gotta say this. He has no business winning that match at WrestleMania. I don't care what you say. It's either Seth Rollins or CM Punk. The reason why I say Roman has no business winning that match is because he has not been the best performer in the build. In addition, he's also aura farming too. Cena got to run the Blade Friday. Bro, he's got to pull it out and slash Cody Rhodes' forehead, bro. I'm just saying. They got to make him seem like the biggest threat, like that demon. They got to make him seem like he's Vaughn in wrestling form, bro. They have to. I love your videos, man. Been watching for 4 years now. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thoughts on AEW continuing the Death Rider storyline and the Young Bucks joining them? Bro, I was watching, what's it called? Dynasty, right? I'm like, oh, it's a good event, right? Then that main event comes on, right? I get up, I go do something. They're still wrestling. The pace is slow. It's boring. Then, when you think Swerve Strickland is about to win the belt, the fucking Young Bucks come out. Oh my God, bro. I was in disbelief because you guys gotta understand. I think the Young Bucks are one of the best tag teams of all time, right? But bro, for the last 2 years, they have go away heat with me like nobody else. I do not care to see them in the moment. I don't. So when you already have this boring ass Death Rider storyline that has zero logic and zero interest from the fans, then you add the Young Bucks to it. I almost broke the TV screen, bro. I'm not watching that. I'm good off that. The Young Bucks. But it was their chance to bring the Swerve story to a conclusion and the whole Death Riders thing. They didn't do it. The show was long, like one of you mentioned right now, Davey Boy 11. And they fumbled. Then on top of that, Swerve after the match is yelling F Booker T on some like nonsense, which I thought was stupid because it's like, bro, you're in the main event of AEW, a pay-per-view event. You got to mention the whole Booker T beef here. It's like, come on. Everything about that match was so bad. Like, I just didn't feel like making a video on it. I was actually writing down the video for AEW Dynasty, but I didn't care much after that because I was like, bro, I'm just going to make a video complaining for 7 minutes about the Death Riders. I'm good off that. Lakers fan, he didn't want to go on SmackDown because the schedule would mess him up with going to church. Yeah. WrestleMania, they made their Hell in a Cell 2019 moment. I remember that. Have you heard the story of Ariel getting fired because of an argument with Batista? I heard about that a long time ago. I haven't reread about it. I haven't read about that since like 2016 or something. There's so much wrestling this week. Yeah, this week is packed, even in Las Vegas, you know? Like the wrestling events, like they got a lot of stuff going down there. They got WrestleCon, they got a lot of indies down there, and of course WrestleMania, Hall of Fame. We got Tommy Vercetti, facts. You took 15 years from me, Sonny. Now I'm gonna make you pay. I think that somebody's gonna cost Cody the title and start a heel faction with Cena and Rock. If there's gonna be a faction with Cena selling his soul and winning the 17th title, they need a big name. I'm just gonna say that. And the only big name that could match that vibe is Randy Orton. Thoughts on Bubba snaps at VJ Ray at WWE LVG? I actually didn't see it. Bubba gets mad at everyone for simple things, but we'll see. Excited for Wale Mania on Netflix, though. Oh, they got it on Netflix this year? Imagine The Rock was like a guest ref in the Mania title match. They should have done that. Damn, that's crazy, but I do wish he would have won the championship, especially in 2007. Facts. I heard they're still waiting for Darby Allin, so we could wait until AEW WrestleMania. Bro, I'm going to climb I'm going to climb Mount Everest, and when I come back, you guys are going to reward me with that championship belt. Huh? I'm sorry, bro. I like Darby Allin, but you gotta go with the flow, you know? If someone disappears for that long, you cannot drag stories to that point. If that's what they're going to do. We need bald Karen Crossback man was elite. Remember the Adam Cole promo? I just feel like Rock should have been more involved in this build. Facts. Like Rock, I think he would have made the build. And the thing with The Rock, unfortunately, is The Rock, I think he would have had a better build with Cody Rhodes than John Cena would have, even if John Cena was around. And the reason why is, one of the reasons why is because they have a established story from previously. You know? Rock doesn't like Cody, but once he proves that he's good enough now, he wants him to sell his soul. Rock is becoming a weirdo now, a proper weirdo at that. So I'm I do wish, low-key, that the match was Cody Rhodes versus The Rock, to be honest. You know? You still don't get it. I own you, Tommy. Those 15 years were mine to Smith. Bro, that mission's so good. What do you think about the YS6? Unfortunately, I don't even think much about them because they're not even on TV that much. But they had a good-ass debut. Oh, but they just faded. I just feel like Rock should, yeah. What's your take on the state of WWE music? Atrocious, bro. Atrocious. We're not asking them to put on licensed music. We're not asking them to put on a freaking Playboi Carti, Kendrick, Drake. Just make good songs, bro. Like, this is how the songs go. Let me give you an example. Dun, 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 dun. El Cero. Just something like that. Although I like Penta's song. Penta's song, I actually like it. But in general, nah. It's just like, this is nonsense. Like, this is the state of professional wrestling now. We got boring-ass theme songs. We got aura farming, overhyping pay-per-views, or underhyping pay-per-views. It's not good. Rock acts like he smoked peyote for the show. Yeah, wrestling premieres here. Facts. This is the last dance for Lance Vance. Most iconic quote for me from Vice City is that. Easy. Tommy Vassetti. They should have never let him out. Did you get that Vice City shirt? I don't remember. Where did I get it from? I don't know. Probably Shein or something. I don't care. Yeah, I got it from Shein. You think I'm spending $500 on shirts, bro? No, I'm not Ashton Hall, bro. I'm not spending money on expensive stuff. Who should YS6 feud with when they return? I'm not sure. Def Rebel, or as they call them, Def Rebel. Bro, they suck. I think they're gone. If Rock versus Roman doesn't happen at next year's WrestleMania, I'm going to give up on this dream match. Yeah, I don't think that match is happening. Rock is good in Hollywood again. Which is funny because he had some issues. Say good night, Mr. Diaz. Good mission. Rock played Vice City so much when I was a kid. I see title fair 4-way, Naomi and Jade, Io, Bianca, and Rhea are on the builds I'm like happy with. And even then, it doesn't seem like you're fully satisfied with them. Nice bike. It's like this. Nice bike. Bro picked Mount Everest over the world title. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm going to say go F yourself. Bro. You could climb that mountain some other time, bro. What are you doing? This is your chance to make generational wealth with the championship. But Darby Allin probably doesn't care about money. He cares about the thrill, the vibe. That's not me. You think Seth will turn heel? If he turns heel, he has to win. Simple as that. Dan Mijo, what up? I have mixed feelings on Io, Bianca, and Rhea, not gonna lie. Yeah, the way you wrote happy seemed like you weren't fully content with the stories. When Aleister Black returns to WWE, who should be his first feud? He should go after Penta. Make it AEW versus AEW. Didn't they have some good matches? Penta, Phoenix, against the House of Black, if I remember. Thoughts on WrestleMania 23 Growing Up promo package. One of the best intros for a WrestleMania, bro. Those were so good when we were young. I hope Darby will be alright. Yeah, that's going to be a tough hill to climb. Tough mountain to climb. You know? Well, that's a crazy-ass challenge. Who's winning the IC4, what do you think? Dominic Mysterio. Also, Braun Breaker, they should start positioning him as a main event talent. They should do that instantly. Like, they got to prepare that. Get on it right now. Make the plans for SummerSlam. Let's go. Didn't The Rock want the match with Roman at WrestleMania, even when things were good with him in Hollywood? Yeah, but he was busy, you know? Then Black Adam happened. Black is going to SmackDown? Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't see that. I saw a vignette, but I forgot if it was on Raw or SmackDown. It's just like, the thing is, like when I watched Raw and SmackDown, I'm not exactly focused a lot on the shows. I'm kind of zoned out. Raw not gonna be ready though. I don't know, bro. Like, they gotta push him. It's not the fact that I saw him do that spear last week and flip Carlito inside out, but it's just, he's got the intensity, you know? He's got that intensity, he's got that aggression, he's got that main eventer intensity. Braun spearing Jay as soon as he sees him. Gunther versus Braun Breaker, WrestleMania 42. That sounds like a WrestleMania 43 match. I remember they had a good match in NXT like 3 years ago for the title. Some good stuff. What do you think of the build to WrestleMania 41? Not it. It's dry. It's very reliant on WWE's success. Like he's not ready from character presence. Oh, that. He doesn't have too much of a character, to be honest. Also, the top card on Raw feels a bit. Thoughts on Mariah May believed to be WWE bound if AEW lets her go? Honestly, she should stay where she is. Charlotte might throw a fit if she signs with WWE. But if you're telling me, I think she should just stay there in the moment. She's probably not, because I heard she's a big Triple H fan. Apparently her favorite wrestler is Triple H, which is insane to me. But if it was me, I'd personally stay there for a bit. Yo, what's up, Wrestling Premiere? What up, Andrew? Welcome back to the chat. Terrence, salute WP in chat. Everyone, please subscribe and hit that like button. Hey, you heard the man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Or someone's gonna pay a visit to your house. All right, we're not gonna be doing too much. Let's not do that. You think Triple H is doing better than Vince? He's doing better, but bro, let's be honest. Triple H had the Bloodline story at its peak. Let's be honest. This is one thing they don't mention. Triple H had the best version of the Bloodline story. He comes in. They have Sami Zayn already. Wait, when was Sami Zayn included in the Bloodline story? Let me search this, bro. I gotta see this. Because if he was included during the Vince era, I'm gonna call him a fraud, bro. I don't care. Where is this? Let me read this. Yeah, Vince was the one that put Sami Zayn in the Bloodline story. He had a layup, bro, for WrestleMania 39. Oh my god. Nah, but Triple H has some good things. It's just like, right now, it feels like they're trying to soak in the success instead of understanding that this success is temporary. And the only way to continue the success is actually having good shows and good stories. Roman, Paul Heyman, and the Bloodline, number one reason WWE went to another level. Facts. Have you watched any of the WWE Vault channel? I've watched those like interviews and stuff. The unreleased stuff. Like that stuff is cool. Like the one where Jeff Hardy's on his back broken after the ladder match and Matt Hardy's talking for him. That stuff's cool. Like they gotta release more of that. People talking trash about WrestleMania 41 like it's 27. It's not like 27, bro. The 27 build was good. We'll see how it goes. Let me see how Twitter's doing right now. Because I sometimes don't like going on that app. But yeah, I was going to go live at night, but I want to work. I work better at night. You know? Like, I work better at night, And it's good for me. TKO definitely gave them that luxury, I could tell. Facts. I like Triple H. He's not perfect, though, obviously. It'd be a risky move if WWE turns Bayley to the dark side again if she loses at WrestleMania. They just might do that for the shock factor, bro. I hate when they do stuff for the shock factor. All right. You guys want to go on Twitter? We'll go on Twitter. WWE could definitely put more effort. Yeah. Easy. You think Cena will have new music at WrestleMania 41? I think if John Cena has new music, it'll be after WrestleMania 41. And that's if they even push it, because you guys know why he didn't change his attire, right? It's not because he doesn't want to change anything and be the same man. It's because they want to sell merch. You know, because the Last Time Is Now thing is very good, especially when they give the city's colors. Like if it's LA, they'll do the Lakers colors. If it's Miami, they'll do the Heat colors or Dolphins. That's why John Cena didn't change his attire. It's not because they made it. It's not because John Cena wants to be like the same man that he was. Like, I thought we were going to get John Cena from Fast and Furious, John Cena from the movies. It is what it is. MJF has lost his R from 21 to 23. Now he's just being the Hurt Syndicate's lackey. Even his insults doesn't hit anymore. Now, the insults haven't been hitting for 2 years now. It's that face turn, bro. And by the way, I actually like the Adam Cole and MJF storyline from 2 years ago. I'm not a hater of it. Like, I saw people, apparently it sucks now. No, I like the storyline then. I'm not going to change my opinion because 5 people on Twitter said otherwise. 2000 Cena or 10s? 2000s, easy. Bayley is a new Big Show with face turns and heel turns. Is she, though? Not really. Thoughts on Carlito falling down the car in 2007? The work ethic, bro. Like, the thing is, back then, it felt like he wasn't working hard. I don't know why, but I think Carlito could have held more IC titles. He just didn't. I don't think he wanted it enough, but again, you got to understand this. I don't know what goes on backstage. We just seen from these interviews and stuff what goes down. But I never met Carlito in 2007 to see how things were. I agree, MJF promos feel like a cliche dispenser at this point. Yeah, his jokes ain't hitting right now. Gotta get to work, so I'm off. Thanks for all the great videos over the years. You inspired me to start my own channel. Keep doing the thing, man. Keep on going, bro. By the way, if you want to do good on YouTube, you gotta stand out. It sounds vague. It sounds generic, but it's true. What match do you think is going to steal the show at WrestleMania? I think the IC title Fatal 4-Way. I'm not going to lie. I think that one's going to be one of the better matches. If John Cena loses against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, do you think he might turn back into a face? Yeah. I think it's the beginning of the end. Because they could either have him shake Cody's hand after the match and be like, I just want to test you, you're the right guy to lead WWE. You guys know that generic stuff. Or, if he loses then, he's going to keep on losing until The Rock turns on him and he realizes, I don't need to sell my soul to win a title. And then he turns face. I think MJF with MVP's faction can help him get that boost he had before his injury. He was doing so good, bro. Who do you think will win the IC title? Dom. We need MJF versus Edge. I don't think you have to wait too long for that. After the FTR stuff, maybe. I agree Braun is above the IC title. Yeah. Alright. Alright, you guys want to go on Twitter? Okay. Alright, let's go on it. Unfortunately, my team Dorman lost. They won today, but they didn't win. Alright, this one's a good one. You guys saw this yesterday. I actually like this moment. Because he used the greatest weapon against Roman Reigns, the steel chair. I thought that was wonderful. Had a conversation about this the other day, but you never have to tell a good story in more non-wrestling movies or TV. Just give something to the audience that they can point to and say, hey, I recognize it, and they feel gratified. Easter eggs kill storytelling. That actually is true. Mariah May, WWE. Wait, let me put the chat on. Put the chat over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, why'd she go to space, bro? I don't understand why she went to space. She just discovered... They just put her on the list and she flew. It's so random. I'm wide awake, and I was in the dark. I with open hearts. Oh. Yeah, there's not a lot of wrestling on there. I should have went live yesterday. Drew McIntyre's do's and don'ts for WrestleMania 41 week. Dude, be respectful to the wrestlers. Wear deodorant. That is a must, bro. We got Old Spice. We got Dove. We got a lot of them. Just don't use Axe or any of those body sprays. Deodorant. Deodorant's very important. Support the indie wrestling shows. Don't. Hang around the airport. Approach the wrestlers' hotel. Interrupt if the wrestlers are in a conversation. Call the wrestlers by their government name. All right, let me just say this. I freaking hate when people call wrestlers by their real name. You don't know them personally. Who the fuck are you, bro? You're not his cousin. You're not his friend. So call him Drew McIntyre. They'd be like, oh, Phil Brooks. Dude, you don't know him personally. Phil. Bro, if I was a wrestler, I'd be like, shut the hell up. You don't know me. Phil. Dwayne. Well, actually, Dwayne, it works. But, nah, I hate that. Man of the match. Bro, he scored a hat trick and we did advance, bro. Damn. This recycled tweet era is worse than 2014. Facts. I hate the recycled tweets. They're just nonsense, bro. What did he say?
He's like, really? Because, I don't know. Cody's already jumped the shark. He's dead as a baby face. He's like, really? Because, I don't know. I'm in an arena with 10,000, 15,000 people every night going ape shit for me, selling the most merchandise. He's like, yeah, like, but sure, whatever you want to say on the internet.
Bro, he was feeling himself in this interview. It was 4 hours. I didn't watch it because I don't really care about Andrew Schultz. Oh, hell no. I don't really care about Andrew Schultz. I don't really care about watching him. Triple H was probably chilling there. He was glazing himself for 4 hours. I'm like, bro, I'm good. Yeah, you're exposing a person's identity. Yeah, bro. ESPN ranks John Cena's most memorable matches. All right, do we agree with this list, guys? Let's see. All right, they put 10 Theory. This one should be number 20, even if John Cena didn't have 10 WrestleMania matches. Get that the fuck off the list, bro. That doesn't belong there. Number 9, Big Show. 8, JBL. I'm not gonna lie. The Big Show match was better than the JBL match. Rusev 7, Miz 6. Oh my god. They put Miz at number 6. You guys see these guys ESPN? What the hell is this list? Miz should be under JBL and under the Big Show. So it should be the second worst match, right? Number 5, Triple H. Reasonable. 4, Bray Wyatt. It's not really a match, so it's kind of tough. 3, Orton versus Triple H. It was good, but it wasn't like amazing. I'm gonna read the chat in a moment. Someone said something about some videos. Rock 28. It could be number 1. I'm not gonna lie, but 23 with Shawn. I'd say is a valid number 1, to be honest. Is there any more ROH TNA videos and for the foreseeable future? Yeah. I got some coming. With TNA, I need what do I need for the TNA videos? I want to do on Samoa Joe, but that one's gonna have to wait because I involved a part of him in my videos. Oh my god, bro. I saw this earlier, bro. I'm just confused. Like, why are people going crazy these days? We really want your money, but we don't respect your culture or your people. Triple H confirms WWE heading to Mexico. Yeah, they should go to Mexico, bro. I'm ready for that. Now, why is Theory on there? I don't know, bro. He doesn't even belong in the list. John Cena didn't give him much in that match, to be honest, but bro, it was horrible. Theory didn't really do much. It wasn't good. Martin spinoff. Bruh. One of his fans should take notes on the do list. Oh, deodorant. Yeah, there's nothing on here, bro. I'm not exactly a big fan of the Rizzler. I haven't seen him in months or weeks. Realistically, a lot of wrestlers just see WWE as the end goal, and there's nothing AEW can do about that. Yeah, let me just say something about this with regards to Mariah May. Because you're not going live enough. What are you talking about? Omega. What are you talking about? But with regards to this whole like Mariah May thing, WWE is basically like Real Madrid. They're basically like the Lakers. They got a lot of pull because of their previous accomplishments. It's at the end of the day, you got to understand, WWE is number 1. You know, I'm not glazing them. It's just facts. They're number 1. It's like, it's not a good comparison, but say for example you played for the Thunder, right? Lakers want you. You want to go there, bro. You probably really want to go there. And why people are crashing out these days? Because I'm not going live enough. I went live on Twitch the other day, but I didn't tell anyone. It was a very quiet stream. It's playing Need for Speed. But basically, WWE has a lot of pull. It's not going to change anytime soon. AEW needs to build their prestige and stuff like that. Because AEW is basically two-star prestige or 2.5. WWE is 5-star prestige. It's like the NFL, bro. It's the pinnacle of professional wrestling. When they be like, oh, it's not the be-all, end-all. They got WrestleMania, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just the WrestleMania alone has a lot of pull. Bro, you gotta put the noties. Bro, YouTube doesn't promote me, bro. It's not me. Let's go back to Twitter. No disrespect, but how can you as a grown man watch this guy suck ass at wrestling coming down to the ring chanting, "Yee," not physically cringe? It just makes me, it baffles me. Oh my God, bro. He's winning. He's winning this match. Oh. Also, wait. WWE's not everybody's dream, though. Low-key said that WWE never was a goal. He only went there in 2010 just to check it off the list. Yeah, not everyone. I'm just talking about in general. I feel like AEW is just a nostalgic act for mid-2000s indie wrestling. Bro, AEW's biggest inspiration is 2000s ROH. Like, right to the T. This is a good-ass poster, finally. They actually did a good-ass poster for once. But AEW, they're like a modern version of 2005 ROH, which is something that Tony Khan really admires. I can see why, bro. They got Samoa Joe in there. They got CM Punk. They got Bryan Danielson. They got Jay. Even the mid-card guys like Jay Lethal and these guys were cool, you know? Like, if you ever watched the mid-2000s ROH match, it's good. This poster's good, bro. Oh my God. Remember when storylines just about who was better? For some reason, people make it seem like that's a problem. Nah, sometimes that works. For Wrestle... Alright, let's read this. Wait up. For WrestleMania 41, all superstars will be wearing a WrestleMania patch on their gear. After the event, each patch will be placed into a one of one trading card. These one trade cards will be put into random packs. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. It's just, bro, everything's a billboard at this point. It's just everything. Everything, bro. WWE is on fire is going to be made into a t-shirt. Just wait up. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Twitter today. Yeah. Or you guys got into YouTube videos? Watch some YouTube videos. I'm not a big fan of YouTube. I mean Twitter today. I hope Braun stays IC champion at WrestleMania. I think he's gonna lose. For being honest, the only reason AEW exists is because WWE squandered so much talent during the 10s that people needed something different. I think even if WWE was doing well, there needed to be an All Elite Wrestling because they offer something entirely different. Simple as that. Like, the thing that AEW's got to understand, they're not WWE. So don't try to be like WWE. That's what TNA did many years ago. We all know what happened. How come others like to dislike Tony Khan? You got to understand. If you dislike him a lot of people dislike people for personal reason. I don't know why. They take things personal. I don't get it. If you dislike someone's booking, their matches, whatever, but like when they take it personal, I'm like, bro, you don't really got much of a reason to hate certain people. Like if they weren't booked with WWE or AEW, you probably wouldn't hate them. What if Triple H took over in 2017? Let's just say Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black would have been world champions. I just think that's what would have happened. I have to go on YouTube. I would play a game, but I don't really feel like it, to be honest. Not exactly interested in playing a game right now. Do you know my name? I heard May coming to WWE. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. If you know. Yeah, she might come. I'm afraid if Punk and Roman feud after WrestleMania, Roman's going to win the feud when Punk needs him more. Yeah. Just found the stream. Thoughts on TNA NXT extension brand. They do a full-on brand. I don't really care much. It helps TNA just a little, but I don't really think much of it. Now, if it was WWE and TNA in 2008, that's a different story. But it kind of shows you that WWE doesn't think of TNA as competition because they probably wouldn't have done that if TNA was much more popular. Would you do a Fallen Angel video? Should have been world champ for TNA. Yeah, I want to do something on the Fallen Angel, bro. It's for Daniels. Is it true that we're going to do Hogan versus Cena at WrestleMania? That's actually been rumored, you know? Like, it's been rumored for a while. Let me show you guys something. Where is this? Bro, he nostalgic. Oh my god, shut up. That's too loud. What are we talking about? Is that shirt from Vice City? Maybe. It's set to write about CM Punk. Still got some claims in storyline, but he sounds like a baby at times. Do you think Punk will get a world title reign in the next 2-3 years? I'd say the next 1 year. He has to, bro. He's mega popular. What's crazy is it feels like CM Punk's more popular now than he was back in 2012. It's still insane to think that despite his years at the company, Christopher Daniels never won the TNA World title. That is weird, bro. That is weird. I actually don't remember Knockouts the Lock Box. Samoa Joe should have been a main eventer. If only he came in earlier. If only he... They probably would have fumbled him anyways, but there'd be less of a claim. You know? Bro, I watched this the other day on TikTok, right? Like the nostalgia... Like nostalgia farming kind of works with me on Twitter. I mean on... what's it called? TikTok, because it feels good. You know, they do the good edits and stuff. But it was in panic mode? Yeah, we'll check that out. Alright, where's this video? Alright. This video, bro. This video took me back, bro. It felt hype. Like, bro, this was so good. This is one of the best builds they've ever done, bro. Nothing. Bro, last year's build was amazing. But this build was something special. Oh my god. This was hype. Oh my god. The hot on the streets. They feel me. Outside the Dre beats. And then this, bro. This was so good. Alright, let's go to YouTube. Where were we? See the chat? Premiere, oh my god, our YouTube king. Yup. Wrestling premiere. What's your Twitch channel, bro? See, let me see. Alright, my channel on Twitch is this. By the way, I don't talk about wrestling here. I just chill on here because, I feel like, why? Well, I don't want to talk about wrestling here. If you want to talk about wrestling, we could do it on the channel. You could ask questions, but if I do stream here, it's, other stuff. You know, like, let me show you guys. This is the channel. Premiere here. We got 9 followers. I don't promote it because I don't post a lot. But this is the channel. You want to watch me here? This is where I'm at. It's casual, you know, like I'm gonna play FIFA and all that if you want to watch it, but I don't really care if you watch or not. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, whatever, because I'm just gonna be streaming, doing whatever I want. There's no real pace at the moment there. So if you want it, this is the page. I'll probably stream on there tomorrow or something. I'll see. But back to YouTube. Jeff Hardy or CM Punk? Jeff Hardy. Triple H on Flagrant, you check any of that out? Nah. I don't really care about Flagrant. Hear Andrew Schultz freaking flip-flopping and stuff. Nah, I'm good. But Triple H does glaze himself recently, like the last week. John Cena never wore good shorts. Do you guys ever probably never megastars on the level again? Yeah, like I gotta say this instantly. WrestleMania 28's build was so special because it felt like Rock and Hogan in modern form to the younger fans like me. You know, because like Rock... Someone followed on Twitch. Moon related. That's one of you. Omega Low. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. It felt like a modern Rock and Hogan. So I thought someone else followed. It felt like a good version of Rock and Hogan. Do not interrupt with the follows. I'm joking. So that's why. You know, like I wasn't watching WWE a lot at the time because I felt like I didn't care much about it. But WrestleMania 28 helped brought me back and actually gave me a love of wrestling that I hadn't had for like 4 years. I feel like you don't like Triple H in real life. Nah, it's just, what's it called? You don't do good PR, to be honest. Like, this is the thing. I think if it was anyone else in that position, whether it be Cody or Vince and stuff, they talk better. Because I see some stuff that he's been saying recently. I'm like, bro, this guy doesn't know how to talk. But whatever. Nah, it's not I don't like Triple H. A lot of people don't like him, but I don't really care like that. I think Seth needs to win the WrestleMania match. What you think? I low-key think he needs it. But anyone but Roman. Anyone but Roman Reigns. Because Roman Reigns is aura farming. He's doing too much. Buy me WrestleMania tickets, wrestling premiere. Bro, I should buy a ticket for myself. I can't. I can't buy a ticket for myself. Otherwise, I would have been in the sunshine Las Vegas right now, walking down the strip, going to freaking In-N-Out, waiting for WrestleMania. We can't do that right now, you know? You gotta stay put. Cena and Rock one feud brought a lot of people back. Facts. Did DX predict about WWE taking over? Yeah, they did that before. I remember it was a weird prediction. I hear voices in the air. Half? Master Splinter, what are you saying? All right, let's go back on YouTube. Should we should get more momentum from the chat? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get more momentum from the chat before we go on Twitch. I mean YouTube. I hear voices in the air. Hear it loud and clear. Telling me to listen. I feel like WWE fumbled Big E Langston. The count to 5 was something special in 2003. Yeah, that was good. You're the man behind the voice, bro. I've shown my face multiple times on the channel. We have. Alex Gemini, welcome back to the stream. Can we all agree Charlotte has become this female version of Shawn Michaels in the 90s? If only she had that fire that Shawn Michaels did. But she's great. She's a good-ass wrestler, bro. That feud was so good and literally definition of a dream match. I remember how I always dreamed about it happening, and then it finally happened. Yeah, that match was so good. Not the build. The match was good, though. This just in. Jay Uso says yeet. Then the bell rings. Yeet. Yeet. Do you think The Rock will get involved in the main event? If he doesn't, automatically, I don't care if John Cena wins. That is a disappointment, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna tell Triple H, bro. Why are you bringing The Rock in here? Well, actually, The Rock did it himself, right? I don't think it's Triple H's fault. You're a good YouTuber of wrestling. Thanks. We'll continue the momentum. Never seen you, that's all. Yeah, I've streamed like 80 times or something on here. I would stream more, but I get bored sometimes. I'll be like, I don't want to spin in circles on the stream. Wrestling Gifts on video on Cena's heel turn. Do you think that within the next 2-3 years, Dolph can have a Drew McIntyre come back to WWE and main event is supposed to be all these years? Nah. That guy's known as a sell guy, unfortunately. He's good. He's very talented, but the thing is with Dolph Ziggler, he let the ship, he let the boat sail past him. You know, like that's the thing. If he left in 2014, bro, I think he would have won the title. Easily. Like, it just would have happened. I love your videos and watch them regular. Shout out to you, Itachi. Thank you. We're getting better with the videos. Let me show you guys what I'm working on right now, just to know that we're not chilling around aura farming like WWE. You know, we're working hard. Dolph got hoed, man. Yeah, bro, they use him like, bro, I don't want to say anything right now. We're on YouTube, but they kind of use him like, I'm just going to say that. Looking back at it, WrestleMania 37 was a weird pay-per-view. Facts. Roman stacking Seth and Punk. God forbid that happens. Dolph had so much potential, bro. Yeah. Let me show you guys what I've been working on. So this is the entire reason why I haven't uploaded this week until yesterday is because of this video. It's a long video. We had to record additional stuff today for it, but it's gonna be good. You know, I'm glazing this video until it releases. It's in the early stages, but bro, I'm speaking another language. It's in the early stages at the moment, but I think it's gonna be good. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me show you guys. All right. This is the video. Okay? This is based on the wrestlers' not best year, but like their craziest year. Like a year where it's like, oh my God, this is out of this world. I got Kurt Angle 03 in here. We got John Cena 07. We got Shawn Michaels 1996. We got Ric Flair 1989. We got Samoa Joe 2005. We got Stone Cold 1998. We got Roman Reigns 21. We got Bryan Danielson 21. This is gonna be a good video. Like I'm going crazy for it. It's long. You guys told me like the list videos are a bit too short, but this one's gonna be long as hell. It's gonna be in depth. It's gonna be a good one. I'm hyped.